Hello, my name is Cup Goodle. I am a sentient cup of noodles, and today we are playing through Shantae, Risky's Revenge. It is a sequel to the 2000, what was it again, like 10 Shantae game. No, wait, 2002? 2002 Shantae game. This is the 2010 Shantae game. Yeah, I think I have that right. I got my hair all done up for it. This is our third session playing Shantae, Risky's Revenge. We had 2 sessions previously. We got through 2 dungeons previously. There we go. And we got some new upgrades we now can turn into. Doom 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 doom. We can turn into both a monkey. Let's turn off the menu. There we go. We can turn into a monkey and we can turn into an elephant now. So now we opened up so many possibilities. There's so many places I can go as an elephant that I want to go now. And we're collecting coffee for for Roddy Tops, that zombie girl that's on screen right there. She needs some coffee, and because her brother's the one next to her, the zombie next to her, and one other guy who is not on screen. he was not cool looking enough to make it onto the cover. That seems a little mean. Roddy's got 2 brothers and only one of them appears on the cover. Honestly, that's why shaft the other one, you know? He's not sexy enough. He's not sexy enough for the cover. The little minions are sexy enough, but not her like shorter, fatter brother. That dude's not allowed. Hell yeah. All right, let me make myself a source projector here. I love saying source projector. It's so cool. It's such a, I don't know what it is about the word source projector, but it's just fun. It's fun to say. There we go. Okay, hopefully the volume is all right. I can't remember if I have this at the same volume that I had it before, but it should be fine. Hi, old man. This should be all good as far as volume and everything goes. So we're in the forest here. We're collecting a bunch of coffee ingredients. And we got a lot of gold. We got upgrades. We can turn into a monkey. Whee! I fucking love this little monkey's like jump animation with little leggy, little twitchy. It's so good. We can turn into an elephant. Big ol' elephant. And that's it so far. But that's enough for us to unlock so many things. We're gonna unlock so many cool areas. That's a dungeon we've already beat. I think we need to go back to this coffee maker up here. Look, I can go in here. All these purple stones are unlocked now that I'm a big old elephant. Maybe I need to be the monkey here so I can climb on stuff. Yeah, I gotta be the monkey. Woo, 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 woo. Whoa. that one, I was so low on the chain I couldn't even climb up just by pushing up. Yeah, I can't climb up by pushing up. I'm just on the very, very tip. I wonder if that's intended or if that's like some sort of little bug or something. There we go. Don't need the chains there. Let's just hop on this thing. It's way easier to jump over on that thing than go on the chains. That is hard. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Well, I got hit, but I survived. Ah, hell yeah. What is that? I got coffee beans. Oh, I was supposed to go there. Hell yeah, coffee beans. This is where they wanted me to go all along. Hold on. Let's use one of these. We can always buy more of these. Fuck. That was not the right button. Oh shit, but that sent me back. Oh fuck, hell yeah. I meant to do that. That was so smart of me. I meant to do that. It was so smart. It was tactical. It was planned. It was actually a really good thing to do. It saved so much time. Alright, I don't know if we need to. I think we have. Ow. Hey. Hey. I think we have everything that we need. Like coffee beans. Hey, babes. I think we like coffee beans and coffee machine. I think we already found all those. I don't think we actually need to go meet this baker that we had talked to previously. We are here with the flashing dot. There's nothing to the left or right. We just kind of go back to, it was like a baker's house. Hey, babe. Who previously helped us. That's where they said for us to go, but I'm not sure if we actually need to be here now. Hey, puppy. Yeah. The lingering smell of kitchen spatter. Don't run off again, Wobble Bell. Come here, boy. Yeah, we don't even need her. They said to go to her, but I think that was just to lead us in this direction. I think they just wanted to direct us in this direction so that we would find that purple stone to smash. Wait, that was a weird transition. Ow. Well, now we can just explore the rest of the world and see if there's anything else that we can discover. I want to like go around before getting to I mean, I suppose we can like unlock the next area right away. We can stop by Roddy. Save. Yes. Stop by Best Girl Roddy Tops and give her some coffee, which canonically in this game they said the reason why Roddy and her brothers and other like cool sentient zombies, sapient zombies are cool and not monsters is because of coffee, and that's the entire reason. If they don't have coffee, then they're monsters. If they do have coffee, then they're able to like stay awake / alive and be chill. So we gotta make sure our girl keeps her brain and stays cool and chill. Ow, too close. Hold on one sec. Yeah, this field was previously where I think we got the coffee machine. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here until I get something else. But I kind of forget what the rest of this spot is. So I do kind of want to check. Ah! I was going to say that was close, but I got hit anyway by him. Huh. Danger all around me. This was, I think, the coffee machine or something over there, or it was just a... I'm running the projectile. Just don't get hit by that projectile. If that projectile like came up behind me and hit me right now, that'd be so funny. Last game, I really needed to worry about dying out in the world quite a bit. I needed to make sure that I had either, like, there was never enough health potions that I could have. And there was also never enough gems to buy health potions with, because like I always needed money for something else. This game, not only is it a bit easier, well, not only is it significantly easier, in order to just, like, you know, survive out in the world, not get hit by things and kill things. Last game was so hard to kill things. They took so many hits. This game, they take 2 or 3 hits at most. But also, whoop, there you have a bigger abundance of gems, more availability of health potions and stuff. And so you don't really need to worry as much about being out in the world, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with the change in difficulty, making it a bit easier. All right, what we're doing right now, we're just zigzagging. We're going left and right. On the map, you can see that it's the different screens there in the forest area. We've already basically done all the story stuff in this forest area to the right side of the map, but we're just zigzagging left and right as we go down towards the bottom right, just to see if there's any secrets that we can unlock on screen that we haven't unlocked yet. That little up in the top left where we just were, the one with the change of music in the pumpkin field with all the scarecrows, there, when I went into the purple rock there was still one like secret cave in there that I have not finished yet and that I cannot progress until I get some sort of other upgrade, like a harpy or something where I can like fly or do something like that. Oh, wait, hold on one sec. Okay, just needed to listen to hear if my air conditioning was on or not. It is not, which is good. And so there's still, at least in the top left, one spot where I need to come back to, even beyond right now. But I think I can clear out a lot of things right now. That's a warp squid, that's a warp part, so I don't need that. So let's continue down to the next section. To the next area and see if there's anything that awaits us here. So we can see left and right if there's anything cool. This one had, did it have something? Yeah, I think it had like something I'd already gotten that I don't, well, let's just see what's in here and see if there's anything new or cool in here. I think I can get through this with the elephant, maybe? No? Ah, yes, I can get through here with the elephant because now I can dash across. So this was a secret I could unlock. Wow. I don't need these hearts though. But maybe if these hearts stay here, this is a good little recharge spot. Yeah, magic jam. I can buy cool shit with this. We've got so much magic jam. I think 3. Actually, we have way fewer than I thought. I thought we had way more than 3. But more secret unlocked. Hopefully there's only that one spot left in the forest after this that we can't get through immediately. Whew. Save. Hopefully there's just that one purple block in the top left that we need to come back for. Otherwise, like, we're fucking cleaning up in this forest. We're taking this forest for everything it's got. This forest is gonna have no treasure chests left. Oh, well, there's another thing here. No treasures left unturned. Treasures left un— oh, I like this. Oh, I like oh, I like this. Oh, this is a fun— like, they did this in Shovel Knight a few times too, where they would just have you in silhouette, you and all the enemies in silhouette. I love that. That's a very cool, like, aesthetic. And oh, cool, I can— yeah, aesthetic. And it's not really it doesn't really make the platforming more difficult if it's just like this, because it's not like, you know, darkening any of the screen. But still, it's such a cool— they should do they should use this in video games more often. What is this? Health. Ah, fuck yeah. Now I can take more damage than before. I'm fucking so strong. I'm fucking so strong. Such a strong fucker. I'm fucking so strong. Nothing's gonna kill me. I got 5 hearts. Nothing's gonna kill me. How could anything possibly kill a Shantae with that has 5 hearts? Well, in the last game, plenty could kill a Shantae with 5 hearts. In this game, nothing. Ain't nothing gonna kill a Shantae that has 5 hearts. Alright, well, we are down at the bottom. If we go to the right, that's where Roddy Tops is. We'll go talk to her. We'll give her a coffee, because I think that's all we need, like, you know, for the coffee and stuff. And then our girl will be all good, and her brothers will lead us to the water temple, I think, is the next, like the water underwater dungeon. What's up, girl? Yeah, work them hips. I'll do it too. Oh wait, I stop time when I do it. Any luck finding coffee beans or that coffee machine? I'm sure they're here in the forest. I think I did find them, yes. I found coffee beans. I thought I found a coffee machine as well. Looks like a broken coffee machine. Who can fix it? Ah, I need to find someone who can fix it. But I went to the what's her name? Like the chef lady, the chef girl. They said to go to her. She didn't respond to me. And so I'm guessing I don't really need to go to her to fix it, unless of course they wanted me to, because I already had the coffee machine and I talked to her and she didn't say anything. So I don't think I need to go to her, but I need to fix that coffee machine somehow. I need to find someone who can repair it. And since we're exploring around anyway, even if it's the chef girl and we're going off searching for someone on a wild goose chase and it's actually just the chef girl all along, we just need to talk to her differently than we did, which would suck. That doesn't really matter, because I still want to explore around and unlock the things, find the things in the world that I haven't unlocked yet. So I think we're fine if we end up exploring all around and then just need to go right back to her in the end. Nice. Targeting you right next to an enemy that's spawning you, hurting you. Okay, but nothing over. Do I need to go over here? Can I go over here? Is there something here? Something I already got? Yeah, this is already got what's in here, because this is where I met the zombie bros. So I don't need to go here anymore. Where I met the zombros. And for some reason, everyone in that family has a different accent. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't question things. Questioning things is for people who can think for themselves. Don't do that. You're watching VTubers. You shouldn't do that. Watching VTubers and being able to think for yourself, those do not go hand in hand. You just gotta let your mind be taken over by the person you're watching. That's the rule of VTubers. Ooh, can you hear like the helicopter or whatever it is outside? Yeah, helicopter. Listen to that helicopter go by. That's fun. Oh, I don't think I can get those yet. I don't think that's something I can get yet. This one chest has been mocking me for so long. I don't think the elephant can do anything about these stones. Normally, that's what you use to break these stones. Zombie Harry, hi. Hi, Zombie Harry. Welcome back. Right now, I'm doing cleanup. I'm going around trying to find all the things that I can, all the like treasures and everything I can unlock now that I have the elephant upgrade. We cleaned out the forest, and now I'm going back to like desert and town and seeing what else I can open up with my cool new upgrades. And then I need to find, for story purposes, like story-wise, I need to find who can repair the broken coffee machine. We got the beans and the coffee machine from the forest, but it's broken. They said to like go to the little chef girl, but I talked to her and she didn't activate anything. She just like said the same dialogue over and over again. So she's clearly not, well, it doesn't seem like she's intended to like fix the coffee machine, unless maybe there's like extra parts that I need or something. They might have just sent me there because the beans were near her house. The beans were kind of outside a few screens close to her house. So hopefully she's not the actual person who fixes it, because if she's the actual person who fixes it and I've already been there and talked to her, that would be silly. But I'm going to explore the world and talking to people, and maybe one of them can fix the thing. So don't tell me just yet if who can fix the coffee machine. It's the best way. She's not the one? Well, that's good. Sometimes I fall asleep when no one is looking. You're a guard. I wonder if the change of ownership in this town will affect. That's all I say then. Yeah, that's fine. Like, that's what I figured. And it would have been silly if she was. Or it would have been a little annoying if she was, since I already tried talking to her. But yeah, that also means that their hint, like they literally said, maybe that chef girl has got like some coffee beans laying around, and the coffee beans were like not even near her house. They were like 3 or 4 screens away from her house in a cave. Like it was on the path like leading to her house, but it was a little bit of a weird clue that they gave. Oh, an artifact. A powerful artifact exists which allows a monkey to dash over large pits like a speeding bullet. So instead of my elephant, I could monkey dash everywhere. Well, welcome to the import room. We used to carry all kinds of things. Since those pirates showed up, our shipments have stopped completely. Like, I'd do something about it. I wonder what unlocks this person. Like, those pirates, I need to, like, beat the game or something. This town even smells worse. Heavy like my jug. Like, there's a singular jug. She said a singular jug. She means the one on her head. Don't think dirty heads. Don't think your head dirty brains. She said a singular jug. It's heavy like her jug. We are now a military town. If they start raising us kids to be deadly assassins, I'm going to use my power to combat the evil that has taken a stranglehold on the town. Holy shit, she's got a backstory. Holy fuck, she's already got a D&D character, assassin, rogue backstory. Oh my god. She's the coolest little girl I've ever met in my life. She's got a tragic backstory. She's got a motivation. She's got a class all picked out. Holy fuck, this little girl is so cool. We are now a military town because I sold the rights to a military group. If they start raising us kids to be deadly assassins, I'm going to use my power to combat the evil that has taken a stranglehold on the town. I want you to be in my D&D games, girl. I want you to play a rogue assassin who's going after the Oh, it's even such a good enemy, like a paramilitary, like mercenary group. Oh, that's such a good campaign. Like the mayor, like cheapskate scumbag mayor, sold the rights to your hometown to a military group who and you used your training, silently used your training like for many years to just get revenge on their leader and their group to try and wipe them out. Oh, it's such good motivation. Holy shit, I fucking love that. God, that's good. Someone use that for a D&D character. Because then it also sets up the entire town, like you don't know who you can trust or who you can't, like who's working for the military group. When Risky Boots returns to rule over us, I'm planning to switch sides. Hey, it's survival. So when she returns to rule over you, so we got the mayor and now the military and now Risky Boots. Like you're hoping it's gonna go all to her. I think if other Way Forward games are on your system, then you will get some gem. I have all the other Shantae games on the system, although it's probably supposed to have been the DSi, and it probably isn't going to activate on the Switch in that case. Because I have other Way Forward games on my DS. It's not a... Is it a DSi? Or is it... It's a 3DS. It's not a DSi. I wonder if those would work. I have other Way Forward games. I have Mighty Switch Force 1 and 2. And I think maybe one other platformer, but I can't remember. Welcome to the item shop. I can unlock stuff. Silky Cream, max hair power. I could get that. Attracts items like a magnet. I don't really need that. We're gonna get, ooh, and 3 fireballs at the same time. That's pretty cool. Pike ball. We're gonna get max hair power. No, wait. I kind of like 3 fireballs at the same time. That'll help me explore around. All right, we're getting 3 fireballs right now, and the next time we get a jelly, we will get the max hair power. Yes. Whoa, Flamethrower is the next upgrade. I could buy that right now, but let's not. Pike ball, let's see what that does. And 2 Dillios for discretion. Okay, cool. So these are upgradable things. I thought these were just going to be normal, like you just buy a bunch of them items, but no, they're upgradable. Let's see what the upgrade on this one is. Misty exterior hides explosive passion. Don't know what any of that means. Ooh, maybe we should... I don't know, maybe I should get like a bunch of these upgrades right now with my things instead of the max power. But we'll see what they do first. We'll come back later and see what they do first. Frozen restoring health. Let's get these 3 for restoring health. Don't think we really need any magic because we have some magic restoring things. But wait, I want to see what that pike ball. Oh, these are all items. Okay. Woo! Oh, this one constantly eats magic. Man, this music's so good. Holy shit. Whoa. Yeah. I can direct it. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool item. Whoa. Oh man, I fucking love these items. These are really good. For that, I do need the potion. Because I'm going to be using those fireballs constantly. Although I do have the upgrade that lets the magic slowly refill. I'm certain that the Squid Baron stole 3 of the precious magic gems. I hope someone finds them and puts them to good use. Oh, that's actually... to work at the bathhouse. I missed that place. Oh yeah, there's no bathhouse. Is there a bathhouse? Is there no bathhouse anymore in this game? Dagnabbit, I left my other town to escape the ammo baron. Looks like I may have to move again. Make sure you have 3 basic magic types. You never know when they will come in handy. I haven't really needed them so far. I'm changing my name to Ammo Baron Jr. My mom protests. Yeah, no shit, kid. yeah, no duh. Of course she protests. I'm gonna name myself after a fucking like dictator military group. Hey, Sky. Hey, Shantae. You got coffee beans and a coffee machine? Want some help with that? Yes. Fix it. Fix it, please. Gave the grinder. Oh, bother. This is no good. The coffee machine is all busted up. Well, there's nothing my wrench can't repair. Come on, boy. Let's do your thing. Open wide. Yeah, his name is Wrench. Yeah. Oh shit. I don't get to see it because I'm standing too close. No. I want to see Wrench do his funny thing. But I also can't activate it if I can't activate the like cut sequence if I'm not standing close. There's supposed to be rotten egg in that. You wouldn't happen to have an egg I could borrow, would you? You're really pushing the boundaries of friendship here. Thanks to you, I've got 1 rotten egg too many. Don't bother with the puppy dog eyes. 1 tall coffee, extra room for stank. Oh, she's doing a cute sprite animation. I can't see it because I can't move. You got a latte. Ah, I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. You owe me one. No more zombie barista. Thank you, Sky, Wrench. You're the best pals ever. Now to take this to the boathouse. I wanted to see it. I'm so upset, you guys. I'm so upsetty. I'm so pissy right now. I'm such a little piss boy, baby. I wanted to see the coffee grinder, like, animation, but look, they moved me right in front of it. Why would they do that? The monkey dash and the elephant stomp. You should search the desert high and low until you find these special relics. It may be impossible to advance without them. Well, interesting that you should say that, hint. Why would they do that? That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks that they did such a cool, cute animation and they move you right in front of it. Don't do that, boys. Don't do that, developers. Let us see your cool work. My mom dressed as the pirate lady for that, but I'm not allowed to say such things. That's really fucking funny. Oh, that's really fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh, this game's cheeky. This game's got jokes in it. Oh god. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so funny. Oh, the this game is good at doing some like slightly more subtle jokes like that. Cause like a kid who's playing might not get the full implications of that. An adult does. An adult gets the implications of that. But still, like that's such a good line. Dressed as the pirate lady and I'm not allowed to say such things. That's really good. Hopefully there's something up here that I can get, otherwise I'm just sort of wasting my time. Ah! Oh no! I didn't realize I was gonna move away. God, that's funny. I need that monkey dash to get over super large gaps. Don't jump on that one. Oh, God. Huh? Alright. Oh, okay. There was ground. Alright. Maybe there's something in here. Don't even know. I don't even remember where the things to unlock and stuff are. This one? No, I don't think I'm able to get to that with just the monkey. Maybe? Ah! Well, I need to not fuck up a jump first. It doesn't look like I'm activating a wall climb on this. Yeah, I'm not connecting to the wall. Maybe if I, like, went all the way over there, I could get... Nope. Alright, so this is, I need something else first. So this is another spot where I need to come back to. The top left of the forest, here, in front of that little mountain. Those are the places where I'm not able to go just yet. I guess the tree was an indication that there's ground. Come on. Get me up. Let me up. What? Hey, what? Hey, ha, hey, That cave is used by speedrunners. Yeah, definitely, it seemed like the type of thing where maybe I could, like, edge grab something. But that it's not intended for you to. I could see how speedrunners could, like, bounce off some of the areas there. Get the perfect jump and be able to do it. That's the kind of shit that I like doing, that I like figuring out. I'm not a speedrunner, but I like watching speedrunners and learning, like, glitches and things. And sequence breaking sometimes. It's very, very fun. Makes you feel like a really cool guy. Alright, anything here? No, there's nothing extra here, so I can just warp back. I do that a lot in Metroid games that I play, since there's so many ways to speedrun those. I will, like, watch speedrunners, and if there's a really cool glitch or skip or something like that, or doing things out of order, I will often implement it. Just kind of like, I mean, I could play the game. I've played the game so often in their intended order that being able to do them, like, out of order or something like that is always very, very fun. Like, no, I'm gonna play the game in the order I want. I have free V-Bucks in the back of my van. Oh, well, if you had candy, I might join you in the back of that van, but I don't know, so. V-Bucks. Sound pretty good, though. Enjoy your van and your V-Bucks. I can't go into a van when there's Shantae to play. Where's Noob, by the way? Don't know. He shows up every once in a while. Commented on the last couple of the, like, last video or two. So you might see Noob around. Ow. Noob, I don't think normally shows up to the Shantae playthroughs. That might not be the right time for them. They showed up to, what was the last one I did? On, like, the weekend. Inside. Noob showed up to Inside. Which, that was a really good stream. Inside was a really good stream. Noob's loyal, love to hear that. Yeah, yeah. Man, this game, the imps, the, like, flying purple imps, are so much deadlier than they were before. Because of their speed, because they go so much faster now. Alright. Let's go. We're going back to the desert, and we're searching high and low, just like they said. Wonder if I can get 2 hits on it. Yeah, I knew it. We can get 2 hits and kill him, and it doubles the damage. Hell yeah, I'm so glad. That's all I wanted. What's in here? Don't need it. Already got it. There haven't been, as far as I know, like maybe I was wrong in the dungeon, but it doesn't seem like there have been a whole lot of secret walls in this game so far. Where there's like, you know, invisible walls that aren't actually walls. Ah! Do you listen to metal, by the way? I do love metal, but I haven't listened to any new bands in a long time. So if it's a newer band, then I probably don't know it. If it's a band from any time in like the last like 10, 15 years or previously, then I probably like them a whole lot. I used to keep up with the metal scene when I was a teenager and a little bit older than that, a young adult, quite a bit, and had a lot of metal music. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of metal. I love metal. Some of the first music that I wrote was on the electric guitar, and was definitely, oh, what's this? What's this then? What's all this then? I would need a lot of magic for that. I'll come back once my magic meter is filled. There's a Slipknot concert in my country's capital, but I'm too poor to go. That's a shame. I hate it when concerts are so expensive. Especially like if there's, do you have to buy your ticket through like a ticket selling website that charges like, you know, fees and stuff? Because that's what we have to do here. I don't know if it's like the same websites operate in every country or not. But like me and my buddy went to a Tenacious D concert recently. Yeah, same. Yeah, that sucked. And then fees have only been getting higher. Me and my buddy went to a Tenacious D concert like this year, and the price of the tickets were like 30 or 40 bucks, which, you know, is not that bad. That's not that bad for a ticket. Some concerts will be like, you know, 60, 70 bucks. 30 or 40 is not that bad, but the fee itself was like $15, where like, yeah, okay, that's an extra 50% of the ticket cost. It went from a $30 concert to a like $50 concert just because of the website fee. And they didn't do anything. Like, it's not anything except for just like the website can charge anything they want and hold your ticket hostage because you can't buy one without it. Like, if you were buying stuff at the box office at like a concert venue, like, they wouldn't charge you extra fees for that. It's expensive, and they always offer the worst seats. Yeah, I really hate the change in like buying and selling tickets to being online stuff. I don't think it's like, yeah, it's more convenient, but I don't think it's an improvement. Woo! Woo! Let's go this way, backwards. Oh, there's a thing here. It was a good idea to go backwards. We'll just do a loop through the desert. Hi. Oh, look. We've summoned Noob. Noob is here to save the day. It's basically a bunch of scalpers buying and selling. Yeah. Noob and Croquetta back again. Back together again. The gang's all here, and now we just need Bebe, who was also here during inside stream. Yeah. right, this one. There we go. Huh, yeah. Huh, yeah. Huh, yeah. Huh, yeah. Huh, yeah. Hey-giga, hey-giga. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got those. There, this, fudge. Oh, shit. Let's wait. We gotta wait. Gotta wait. Gotta wait for it to come around. Oh, damn it, too far. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Perfect. All right, let's go on the left one this time. Nothing to do on the left one. Gotta go up here. Gotta platform good. Gotta be a god gamer platformer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that's an elephant charm. I can do an elephant stompy thing. While in the air as an elephant, press down to stomp. Yay! Oop. Oh, damn. It really is just fast. Boom. 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 Whoa! That was fucking good. Let's see. I don't think there's been any elephant stomp locations already. I think those must just be coming up, because I don't think there's any places I've passed already that need elephant stomping to progress through. Something tells me you were on the 5 o'clock streams. Well, it depends which time that is for other people. Since 5 o'clock for you might be different 5 o'clock for other people. Actually, since we're here at the battle tower, we can try another attempt at this thing. I think we can get a prize, maybe like a cart container or something, if we win again. Current record, 32 seconds left on the timer. Battle tower rules are simple. Entry freeze 20 gems. Clock starts once you pass through the door. Beat the clock and you win. Also, a lot of folks die trying, so I hope you saved first. You sure you're ready? No, because I have not saved yet. No prob, come back anytime. There's a save point right out here that I'm gonna use. Yeah, it was in the morning, yeah. Would you like to save a record of your journey? Save complete. I like rolling my R's whenever I do an old-timey British voice, but then that makes it sometimes a little lean too into Scottish. Left on the timer. Battle tower rules the same. I understand the clock time, so a lot of folks now trying to hope you save first. Yes, let's try it again. Let's see if we can get a legit prize. Ah, damn. I think I failed just by getting fucked up by that guy. That was a bad way to start. I was doing so good, but then... Whoop. I was doing so good, but then, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Heh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, I'm out of fire. Come to my country. Well, based on the first half of that sentence, it sounds like that's Brazil. Brazil. Both guessed the same thing, forgot it. It's like, there's only one country that says that. Don't care about that. That'd be funny if it was correct. Boing. Alright, let's see if we're cool. Close, but not. Wow, shit. Man, this part would be so much easier with the harpy. Or with a cool dash. Close, but not. Alright, is it another Latin American country? Argentina? Ow. Peru. Wonder what it is. Almost. Venezuela. Bolivia. Boing. We're doing not bad right now. We're getting through the speedrun dungeon. I will never be from Peru. That sounds ominous. Ow. Ah, fuck, more. Fuck, more. Chile. Fudge. There we go. No. Colombia. Chile. Ah. We got him. We got him. We're already at 8, man. Wait, was that 8 or was that 6? That was already 8. We got plenty of time, I think. This is the kind of thing where if I finish too early, I'm just gonna like ride out the clock a little bit more. The 18th is coming. What happens on the 18th? This one does have a few. This one is going to take a little while though, because it's got all those extras. That's fine. We'll just tank this. This isn't gonna delay us too much if we just tank. Yep. Didn't delay us too much to tank. We got plenty of health. Don't come to school on the 18th. Don't say shit like that on my channel. You can't say threat shit like that on my channel. I live in America. That's an actual threat in America. That shit actually happens in America. I don't have boundaries. I've noticed. Yeah, I know. I've noticed. I have a few boundaries here, though. Like, I got a few boundaries. Let me use one of these. Full. Oh, fuck. It's alright. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to win. I didn't beat the record. Come on, dude. Whoa, what? Did that do like half of my health? Oh well, I think I gotta retry anyway. Yeah, Americans are known for not being keen on these jokes. Honestly, Americans will make those jokes just as much as other people. I just hate how common shootings and stuff are in America. I just hate that. Only 2 months left. Like, you'll find plenty of Americans who love dark humor and stuff. But also, unfortunately, plenty of Americans who are totally fine with school shootings. Which is fucked up, and I hate it. Like, I wish that wasn't a part of America, you know? 32 seconds left on the timer. I think we can beat it if we don't fuck up. I mean, yeah, black humor can be fine in certain contexts. Don't come to school on the 18th on the internet. Sometimes that's not a joke. It's like, that could be an actual threat. And there's no way to really know. And so if you're gonna do stuff like that, it's gotta be a little bit more clever than just saying that. Then know what? There we go. I'm brain dead. It's tough for me original. Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes you can just chill. Sometimes you can just yeah, I guess I'll just chill and watch then. I think every country has things that can be hated and disliked. That is certainly true, Zombie Harry. That is very wise of you to say so. And I'll add to that, like, we notice the things that are wrong with the places we live, obviously. It's easy to notice what's going on wrong in the place that you live. Sometimes it's hard to notice what's going wrong elsewhere. And so, like, I'm very familiar with, what sucks about America. I might not know what sucks about... Chile or other places. Like, mine is so perfect it hurts sometimes. But of course, a lot of people, since America is so aggressively dominant in its culture around the world, there are actually probably a lot of people who know what's wrong with America. It's probably a lot of people who actually know what fucking sucks about it. Ow. I thought you were supposed to die after that. 1, 2. Wait, there we go. I'm gonna tank you guys. Here we go. Then yes or no. Still not sure what the yes or no is for. And if given a yes or no and not sure what the options are, I will always say no. No then. We're good. I think we're doing good this time. We aren't fucking up too much. We're not getting hit too much. We can use some of our other items. Ah, fuck. I fucked up there. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I always say yes, I want to live life to the fullest. So, a needle pulling thread. Let's talk about politics. Honestly, I am all right with talking about politics on my channel. I have different rules than most channels do. Like most VTuber channels have very like strict, do not talk about politics, do not talk about religion, do not talk about stuff like that. I am like not as strict. I think we can talk about politics, and we can talk about like, you know, religions and things, as long as it is like a very mature like discussion about it, and that people are all right hearing like my opinions about stuff, which might be, you know, might dislike some things that other people like. You know, like I'm not very religious at all. So if people like would be upset about hearing me, but I was raised religiously, but if people would be like upset about hearing me talk about like, you know, dislike of certain religious things, which I certainly feel, having been raised religiously and not having had a very enjoyable experience of it, then like that's on them. I want to be able to talk about stuff, but if people end up being too mean about it, or if people end up being assholes, or saying things just to piss off other people, like if they're just being fucking trolls and just saying stuff to piss each other off, then I will have to ban it. And so it is entirely up to the people talking to be responsible and mature. And if they can't be, then guess what? They lose the privileges to talk about stuff, or the whole channel, you know, no longer is able to talk about stuff because people just can't control themselves. Okay, let's see if we can do it with 30 seconds. There we go. We got it. I think we're good. Maybe. We might be good. Actually, this might be cutting it close. This is a huge health sink, though. We need to use another one. Ah, fuck! I didn't select it. And I wasted another one. That fucking sucks. All right, do you think I can get it? Ah, fuck, there's two. No, I didn't get it. Damn. That sucks. Using those things were good. No, I believe there's only man and a woman, nothing between, no lack of, but that's just my opinion. Your opinion is incorrect. And I will just tell you right now, your opinion is incorrect. Oh shit, I did get a thing though. Oh wait, fuck! Please tell me I'm still able to get that treasure chest. Although I can't explain why. I won't just say you're wrong and like leave it at that. I will actually explain. Fuck! Ah, I can't believe it's not letting me get that chest. And prizes, I didn't get to have one of them. Fuck, that fucking sucks. God, that fucking sucks. Ah. Can I rewind? Can I rewind? Oh my god. Oh god. Fuck. Zombie Harry, you still here? Can you tell me what was in that chest that I should have gotten before hitting the thing? Oh god. Magic Jam. Oh, that's worth it. That's worth it. I want to buy an upgrade. I'm so fucking pissed at myself. I'm so fucking pissed off. Oh. Can I do it again? Reload then? I mean, I just saved. It's too late. And like the reload, well, okay, actually, hold on. I might be even more pissed at myself. If I redo it again, can I get it again? Or like, since I didn't get it last time, can I get it again? Maybe you've never seen someone not get it before. You can challenge it again. Oh, let's just fucking challenge it again. It's only like 3 minutes, or like 5 minutes, but that it does fuck. Oh, fuck, that fucking sucks. I'm so angry. I should have realized it was like in Zelda, like a Legend of Zelda dungeon. At the end of every dungeon, like they give you a heart piece and then teleport you out. But if you teleport out before getting the heart piece, then you're kind of fucked. Or if there's like an item and you don't collect the heart piece beforehand. I should have known it was like that. I feel so dumb. Cause that one, I can understand people fucking up the way that I fucked up. But like I should have better game intuition than that. Like I should have known that was gonna happen, because that's what every game does. Calm me, I'll calm down. It was such a silly mistake, a stupid mistake that it's gonna waste me a lot of time. That's one thing that I always one of the things that upsets me the most is when I have wasted time doing something that I didn't need to do. And so this time, like, I definitely wasted some time there. And it wasn't because I failed, it was just because I was dumb. I just don't know if you will get the magic jam or just the gems this time. I swear to God, if I don't get the magic jam because of this, and I already saved over the file, I will be so upsetty. I will be so upsetty, Zombie Harry. You will see me get so upsetty. If I locked myself out of that jam, I will be so upset. And now I gotta concentrate. I gotta make sure that I'm able to beat it this time. That cloud was helpful fighting the enemies, but it did take a long time to use. Also, this room is a little random number generator-y, because you can't really control where they spawn. And so you're kind of at the whims of the spawning. Okay, well, since we're doing this again, I can talk about what Croquetta said about men and women, and like why I disagree with it. Since we're talking about being open and like mature about you know, social issues and politics and stuff like that. So I like sociology and science. Like, I think they're both very interesting topics, and there is, how to begin, like, there are a lot of things that we as a society have, like, or we as societies, because all societies are different. Like, my society is different from the society in your guys' countries. There's a lot of things that all of our societies have decided that have no real reason for having decided them, or like, we have decided on certain things that don't really need to have any meaning if we don't want them to. They are societal constructs. You know, we have constructed them. They are made. A lot of governmental things, religious things, societal things, how people are supposed to act or behave, are constructs because we just sort of invented them. Like, biology is not a construct, but what we mean from it is a construct. Whether we say things have to be a certain way or are always this way is a construct. And one thing that's true about biology is that it is not always two ways. Genes have more than two possibilities. How a person looks or acts or sounds have way more than two possibilities. And so deciding that there are only two possibilities for how, or two categories that a human can fit in, there's no reason to think that. Like, there's far more than two ways that a person could be. There are, however, two common things that a person could be. Like, commonalities are certainly appropriate to notice. If the majority of people are one of two ways, then it is perfectly fair to say that these are the two most common things. But if not everyone fits into those categories, then it's not really fair to say these are the only two categories. Gender is like that. Gender is one of those. Let's see if this can push this over. Yeah, that's good. Those things where, like, there's certainly more than two ways a person can be, even biologically, even with genes, even with body types. And so to decide that there are only two is something that we have just sort of constructed. We have just sort of decided on our own. Just because it's easy. Just because it's easy to categorize things like that. It's not complicated. It gives us something simple to understand the world. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's true or completely accurate. If you guys have ever seen any of those long threads on Twitter about, like, you know, gene science and things like that, and how, like, there are two genotypes. There isn't just XX or XY. There are something like 16 or like 32 or some infinite number combination of genes that a person could have, that some will end up looking more masculine, some will end up looking more feminine, and a lot of them are totally imperceptible. You know, you can't perceive them or see the difference between them. That's where a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Intersex stuff comes from, where a person might have genes or phenotypes or even like sexual organs of, well, I don't even say reproductive organs, from both like common genders, and it might be completely invisible. There we go, let's do that. Yeah, help me out, help me out, help me out. Oh, that's doing it so fast. Where the reality is more like bell curves. You guys know bell curves, where there's it goes like up in the middle and then down on the sides. Phenotypes and like biology and stuff like that is like a double bell curve, or I should say genotypes is like a double bell curve. Please, please chest, please chest, I swear to God. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my fucking God. I was gonna have a little mini gamer rage moment if it did not give me the magic jam. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, okay. We can be safe. We can be happy. Where genotypes are like a bell curve, and genders are like a bell curve, a double bell curve. Imagine two mountains, and at the peaks, like the most common types of thing that people can be is like cis man, cis woman, where the genes and the phenotypes and the appearances all match up to what we expect from man and woman. That's the most common. But then you go like slightly off of that, where a person looks like slightly more ambiguous, and it's like, well, everything else about them is still like what we know about as a man, so they're still in the man. Then you go slightly off to the right of that, and there's fewer cases where like, well, okay, there's a little bit more feminine about them that's a little bit less like a man, but like they're still a man, I guess. You keep on going slightly to the right, and you get fewer and fewer cases where it's more ambiguous, but there's still cases where it's like, this person, do we still categorize this person in just male or female? Do we still, like, they have a mix of genotypes or phenotypes that we would categorize as both, so which category do we put them in? They don't fit easily into one of those categories. And so if we decide to fit them into one of those categories, what do we do in that case? If someone is a mix of two things, do we just kind of decide for ourselves, well, you can only be one, and so you have to be one or the other? Like, there's no real reason we need to say that. We could decide, well, maybe we'll make a third category. Maybe we'll have a new category for people who are mixed, that kind of thing. And then you can do that. What do you do? Like, how many categories do you make, and how accurate do you want to be? Do you want to be inaccurate and say you can only be one of two things, and yes, it's gonna be inaccurate labeling half of the time? Or do you make more categories and be more accurate, but now you have a whole bunch of different categories? That is a very modernist approach, would be to make more categories. Shit, I'm fucking almost dying. A very modernist approach would be to make more categories to try and fit as many different types of people as you can. And say like, well, all these different types of people exist. Some that are more this way, some that are more this way, and a lot of things that are in between. We're gonna need so many categories and labels to make sure we get everyone. And which is kind of in the state of the world we live in right now, where a lot of identities are being created and invented and named, and specifically for the purpose of trying to identify everyone in a way that matches them or labels them very, very accurately. And whether that modernist approach is useful or not is, yet to be seen. But we are in a very modernist place right now. That's counterproductive, since the categories are just offshoots of the same thing. You could say that, but that thing is like, what if you are specifically in the middle, like directly in the middle, where it's unclear which one you're actually closer to. Which one are you an offshoot of? If you are not closer to one or the other, then which one are you an offshoot of? At that point, it's like, let's say it's a coin flip where either one could be correct. You know, is it correct to just say, well, then I've just decided you're this one, or you have to pick one and that's it? Also, counterproductive is an interesting way of putting it, because what are we being productive about? Like, what are we hoping to accomplish? Counterproductive, the phrase implies that we're hoping to achieve something or get something. I don't think there's even enough people for this category. There are people. Whether there are like, how many do there need to be? You know, like, what's the number that we need for there to need to be a label for that? Does there need to be 100 people? Does there need to be 1,000 people? 10,000 people? 100,000 people? 1,000,000 people? Is there any number that feels like enough? Is there any number that you think would be enough? Like, counterproductive, I know, is probably just a word choice there. It's an interesting word choice, though. All right, we need a monkey jump something else for this. We can't do anything here yet. The other thing to think about, this one is zombie. Where am I going, actually? You can do something there. I can do something there? Oh, they did mention fire. They did mention having like fire elemental damage. Maybe I can burn that thing. Right. Hell yeah. And that's the monkey charm. Okay. They did want me to go there. Thank you for making sure I didn't go away. Monkey bullet. While climbing a wall, hold away from the wall and attack launch like a bullet. Oh, that's fucking useful. Thank you for making sure I didn't, woo! Didn't leave that spot. Man, I love, rocket stuff like that. That's fucking cool. If we're talking about, a difference between sex and genders. I almost said Jex and Senders. Jex and Senders. That sounds like a bad Jack and Daxter sequel. Bad Jack and Daxter sequel is Jex and Senders. We're talking about the difference between sex and genders. As far as like sexual biology goes, that is mostly what we've been talking about right now, which is like, you know, whether enough people fit into certain categories to need to label things, whether there are enough, which is mostly like, that's basically just everyone's opinion. Like the need for more categories or labels, and like how many categories there should be, that is a subject of opinion. That is not something that we can really empirically decide that we only need 2 or we do need more than 2. Because that's just language. At that point, that's no longer science. That's just language. And if we want language to match science, then there needs to be like an infinite number of possibilities, an infinite number of words and labels. That is not realistic. And so we're going to need to decide some number somehow, like some like limit to the number somehow. And what the correct number of labels to have for people, oh, now I think monkey here. What the correct number of labels to have for people is just up to every single individual person. I think, oh fuck. I think having more than 2 is helpful, but what the correct number would be is not necessarily like important to me. One thing that we have not really discussed, though, is like sex versus gender. Like, we've mostly just been talking about sex and how there's more than two possibilities, but whether or not we should label those. Yeah, gender is a compilation of stereotype. What are the non-binary stereotypes or of other genders? Yeah, that is a decent way of describing it. A compilation of stereotypes is a pretty decent way of describing things. And I often liken it to Romeo and Juliet, you know, the play, which is a written play, you know, by William Shakespeare in England that has, you know, roles that different actors can play to portray characters. And there's a very famous, you know, Romeo role. There's a very famous Juliet role, and there's a lot of other side character roles. And gender as a social construct is like, you know, women act this way, men act this way, women look this way, men look this way. Part of that is based on common biologies. Some of that is just based on the society you live in, just deciding, you know, what, how they want, sort of a prescriptivist attitude, how they want certain genders to look or act. And based on how different every gender is, like all the gender roles that people have across different societies, it's very easy to see how those have just kind of been decided and sort of made up a lot of times, because like they could be anything, and one society has decided others and one society has decided different stuff. That it's kind of like forcing, whoa, holy shit, I hope one of these is a mimic. If one of these is a mimic, I'll be so happy. It's kind of like deciding that every child upon birth needs to either be playing the role of Juliet or playing the role of Romeo. And like that's the only two possibilities that you could be, is a Romeo or a Juliet. Well, there's going to be plenty of, like, imagine just your school or your home or your family or your community. There's going to be plenty of like boys in your community who aren't good fits for Romeo. They don't really look the part, they don't act the part, they don't feel like they are Romeos. There are going to be plenty of girls who don't feel like Juliets, don't look like Juliets, don't act like Juliets, don't want to be Juliets. And there are other roles in that play. So maybe a different role would fit them better. Maybe adding a different role, like an adapted Romeo and Juliet with different roles would work better. Certainly a whole play of just Romeos and Juliets is not a good play. It's not a good play if it's just Romeo and Juliet and that's it. But also, like, if you would be a terrible Romeo, or if you are, like, don't want to be a Romeo, to force someone to play Romeo in a play would absolutely suck. And if you are like, if you look like a Juliet, but all of your traits are very Romeo-like, if you like look like how people think Juliet looks, but all of your personality, all of your traits, all of your like skills and attitudes and everything, you're just like, I'm so much better for Romeo though. Can't you guys look here, listen to my line reading, and they just do like perfect Romeo line reading. They got perfect Romeo attitude. They got like everything about them is just so Romeo, and you're just like, you look like a Juliet though, so fuck. Then like, are you actually making a better play by making them Juliet, or are you making it a worse play by making them Juliet? Damn. Because the play might be better if they're a Romeo, where they can actually, do the one that they would fit better in. Terrible analogy, since under the costumes is still either a male or female. Costumes is a good word to use for gender. Gender is basically a costume all of us put on that we can decide whether to abide by or not. And whether that costume needs to match our biology underneath is not, it's not necessary to. Like, gender is a costume that we put on, a construct that has been decided for us, a role that has been written. And oh shit, now I could actually do this on all of these parts. That's why it's pointless to make this costume. Well, if you're implying that gender is unnecessary in society, then I won't disagree. Gender roles are not necessarily necessary for society. But if you're saying it because it should just match biological, then I would disagree, just because of like what was previously stated, that like if you have to fit, if there's no costumes and there's only 2 roles and you have to fit everyone into 1 or 2, just by natural like biologies, there are going to be some people that don't fit into the 2 roles. What do you do about them? They're gonna have intersex people, which like intersex people are like, I've heard this statistic before, but I need to double check if it's actually true. Intersex people are more common than redheaded people. Like, intersex common are more common than natural redheads in the world. And so like if we just see redheads really easily. But intersex people is also not necessarily about reproductive organs. Intersex people is about genotypes. But if people just do you guys know how babies form in a person's body? Fetuses and babies all start female. Like, all of us start with female reproductive organs when we are developing in the womb. Fuck. Like, everyone before their bodies develop in the womb, all of us are female, essentially. Those are like, we all have what would become like ovaries and stuff like that. And then based on the types of hormones that the baby has, or like their types of, DNA or body structure, or, genotypes and things, parts of that body will reorient itself to become other things. Like, the ovaries will descend out of the body and become testes. And repurpose themselves into different things, to do different things. Like, other organs like repurpose themselves or reshape themselves into like different types of genitalia. And what happens with intersex people and other, I think it would always be intersex people labeled it as. What happens with intersex people is just like the process of like shifting from one to the other is either like started and then stopped, or like doesn't go all the way, or was supposed to go but doesn't go, where it could be like, oh, their body was probably intended like genotype wise to be like transitioned to this sort of genitalia, but it didn't transition all the way, or it wasn't intended to transition to this sort of genitalia, but it started to, and so all of us are basically female in the womb. The number of people who would have some sort of in-between is significant enough that we can at least have intersex, the significant number enough to at least have the label intersex. Wait, how many do I have? 4? Hold on. Let's warp back to. We're in Lilac Fields. It's at least enough numbers that we need a label for them. We need a label for people who don't fit biologically into the male or female categories. And so intersex is useful for that number, because of their difference. But then we need more roles than Romeo and Juliet. They might be a small number compared to the numbers of Romeos and the numbers of Juliets, but if there is more people than just Romeo and Juliet, we need something for them. We need some sort of category. We need some sort of third role. You know, what do you add besides Romeo or Juliet? Let's go Flamethrower. Deadly Ortho Destruction. I don't think we need extra hair. Hair is fine. Let's get extra Orb of Destruction. Hell yeah. And that Crush Puff, that was nice. Ooh, maximum damage. And let's not attract things like a magnet just yet. Let's save time. Like, if most people can fit, you know, into Romeo or Juliet, but not everyone can. There are some that are perfectly in between. Extra hair power is funny. I'll have to get it before the end of the game, because I definitely want to see it if it's funny. But we will go and give the oh no, wait, we have to go to the boathouse, not to Roddy. If there's even like any extra people who don't fit into Romeo and Juliet, what category do you make for them? You know, what third role do you make? What do you do about them? Do you just decide arbitrarily to make them a Romeo or a Juliet because you don't want a third category? In which case, there's no reason to do that other than your own preference. Do you decide to make a third category for this smaller number of people? In which case, that's probably more accurate to reality. And now we are no longer with just Romeo and Juliet. We're in Romeo and Juliet and Romiette. And Romiette. Hello. We should rub bellies? It's Lucky? Now which bellies, whose belly are you talking about? Your belly, my belly, each other's bellies? Also, I feel so bad about having to crush this guy. I'm so upset that I have to destroy this man. Is just protesting the destruction of his people. And I'm like, nope, sorry, your progression blocker. Pff, murder. Mermaid cliffs. Oh, hey, mermaid! Biologically, there is no third category. You're making new categories in your head with no logical... I literally just spent like a half an hour explaining the logical, scientific backing about how biologically there is a third category. If you didn't listen to the last hour, then that's your fault, my guy. But like, I literally just said that there's more genotype categories than two and more phenotype categories than two. And if there's a perfect in-between, which there are, then like, what do you label it? There's more than two categories. There's an infinite number of categories. If you want to keep it to two, then you'll have to deal with an in-between. And what do you do with an in-between? These mermaids are awesome. I fucking love these mermaids. Ah, fuck. Oh wait, we got a flamethrower. Whoa! Oh, I can't move during it. I don't know if that's helpful. There are at minimum 3 categories. Main category 1, main category 2, and people who don't fit into those. People who are like in between those. Biologically. And yes, I mean biologically. Because biologically there's way more than 3 categories. But if we want to reduce it to the smallest number, then 2 just doesn't make sense. Three makes a little bit of sense because you can have main 1 and main 2 and like subset in between. And so if you want to say like, no, I just want 2, then you would have to admit that you don't care about biology, you know? If you want to decide that there can or should only be 2 categories, then you gotta also just kind of admit to yourself, look, I don't care about biology. I care about just deciding how the world should work myself. And I've decided that 3 categories that I've decided that the many infinite number of biological categories a person could be, I'm just not going to pay attention to them, and I'm just not going to listen to them. I've decided that there are only 2, even if it's not helpful or doesn't make the most amount of sense. It might be helpful just for keeping things simple, even if it doesn't make the most amount of sense. Simply because I've decided that for myself. In which case, that should be something that you just kind of admit and say and think about for yourself. Yeah! As opposed to trying to convince other people that that's the accurate thing. There we go. And if you're able to admit that, like, that you're doing it mostly just for your own preferences as opposed to any sort of accuracy, then, like, I wouldn't agree with it, but I would at least respect the honesty. I would respect the honesty of a person who goes like, I just think that way because I want to think that way. Like, it would sound mean to me. Like, I wouldn't agree with that person, and I would hope that they would still change their mind later on. But I would at least respect that they're being honest about their feelings and not trying to hide it in sort of a bad understanding of science. Sort of a bad understanding of how science works. That, like, thinking that there's only 2 categories when science has said no, there's actually far, far more than 2 categories. Let's heal. Oh, I didn't fucking get any extras of these. Honestly, the flamethrower is not as useful as this, which can hit 3 things at once. Okay, that was nice hearing other people's views. I'll look into it more, but I think it's still pointless making labels left and right when there's no need for most, if not all of them. And that I will not argue with. I won't argue with that, because labels, like, you know, the number of labels that we use for categories is arbitrary, like, is negotiable. And how many different categories we label is really just sort of personal preference and opinion. Like, is 3 a good number, or is 8 a good number, or is a bunch of different good number? And honestly, there's, oh fuck, I started all the way back here. That sucks. And how many labels a person decides to make, or how many different, like, categories a person decides to label is entirely up to, you know, them and the people they're talking to. There's no real wrong number, and there's no real right number. Like, unless, but helpful numbers, like, which number is the most helpful is a ongoing discussion. And, like, which basis, you know, the number of labels also depends on, like, which parameter you're using. Are you using more scientifically, where there could be, like, a certain number of things, or are you doing it more, like, anecdotally, where a person, like, describes just, you know, their life and their feelings, and we kind of make a new label that fits them? And there's no real right answer for that. That's also, like, currently the state that I did not think about this sex mixing. That was interesting. It is a very interesting subject. Like, personally, I really like things that, like, like, mysteries or things in the world that, like, you always imagined that things were one way, and then you find out as, like, an adult that things aren't necessarily the way you imagine. Like, if there's like, some sort of oh, we can activate this, even if it, whether it's scientific or political or social or some movie thing where it's like, I never realized this was in this movie this whole time. I love discovering things that were always there that you didn't realize were there. A lot of that for me comes into things like language. Like, I never thought about how this word works before in the English language. Be like, huh, yeah, I guess that is a weird word. Why do we say we mull things over? M-U-L-L. I discovered that the other day. And I was just like, we never use the word mull except to mull things over. And so it was a weird word that I was just like, yeah, why the fuck do we use that word? What percentage Does a mixing of sexes count as a different thing, though? That's for you to decide. Or, well, actually, that's actually for scientists to decide, or for anyone to decide. Because there are a lot of, like, mixes of sexes that we're still, like, if you're, like, 80%, like, biologically male, and, like, but you look 100% male, like, according to, like, male phenotypes, most people would probably be like, well, that's enough to, like, be considered just kind of fit in the male category. But, like, what percentage do you draw the line at, you know? Like, okay, what if a person is 50% male and 50% female, but they look pretty male? They look like pretty what we consider males look like. Is it because it's leaning towards male that we say that, or is that enough of a difference biologically that we say it's a different thing? What if it's like 60-60? What if it's like 25-25, 75-75? Like, the decision of where to draw a line, you know, what percentage of mixing you need to be, there's no right answer for that, both scientifically and societally. And, like, because a person could be, like, more mixed genetically, less, I'm a 100% male. Honestly, it's kind of hard to know. A lot there. Would you believe that, like, now, would you believe that there are a lot of intersex people who have, like, different genotypes than XX or XY who don't even realize it? Who never even realized that they had, like, a totally different genotype? Because they just look or, like, completely male or completely female, like everyone else. Or, no, I shouldn't say like everyone else, but like most other people. And then they go to the doctor and they'll get, like, you know, you know, some sort of, like, you know, genome test or like test or something like that. I don't know how most people discover, but they'll be like, turns out I actually have an extra chromosome in there that I didn't know about. Whoops. But, like, they can still identify as male. They can still identify as a man. And so what percentage is necessary to need another labeling or another category? I have no idea. I don't think anyone knows. I don't think even scientists know. Because you just kind of have to pick a place to draw a line, and picking a place to draw a line is kind of meaningless. Like, it's gonna be a little bit incorrect no matter where you do it. If you do it right in the middle and just say everything to that side is one, everything to that side is the other, it's kind of incorrect right there. If you decide to do more lines, it's still kind of incorrect. And so it's just kind of like, there's no right answer. So we just gotta try and, like, adapt the world, or like, you know, try and find something that works. I think outer shell is the biggest thing. If they're bodily male, they should be male and stuff. If bodily parts mixed, it's tougher to decide. It is tough to decide. And you know, when it becomes tough to decide is why we're, you know, in this, like, time where we're talking about all this stuff. Because, like, if it's hard to decide, then every decision feels wrong. Every decision feels inaccurate, you know? And I definitely, like, I'm very aware that the world is a big, weird mix of gray area where, like, politics is not black and white, gender is not black and white, biology, now I've learned, is, like, not totally black and white. And so I kind of just accept that the world is weird and can have a lot of different things, and the words we use for it are just, like, the words we use are not always accurate. The words we use for things are do not always match perfectly. The word man is not a very cut and dry thing that only means one thing, because it can mean so many different things. The word male is not even cut and dry that it can mean just one thing. That, like, it's mostly about what a person, like, means or accepts, or like the type of people they accept, or the type of like, you know, how they treat others. Do they treat others, like, with respect? Do they treat others with understanding? If a person says, like, hey, please call me this, like, do you call that person that? Like, are you going to show them the basic respect, like human respect, to say, like, well, they've asked me to call them this and I don't want to insult them, so I will call them that. Like, sure. Like, maybe it seems weird to me. Maybe it seems unusual. Maybe it doesn't fit into the way that I use those words, but I want to show them respect. I want to show them decency and you know, that they are human and I don't want to insult them. So you know what? I'll change my words a little bit. Words are just words anyway. I'll change my words a little bit to show them respect. And so that's kind of like, yeah, there's not a whole lot of right answers for stuff like this. There's a whole lot of difficult stuff. I said this once, I will not feed delusion. It's not delusion though. Like like I am this thing and you don't think that they are that thing. It's not necessarily delusion. In fact, most of the time it's not. It could be your delusion, honestly, to think that like, well, they say they're a thing, but they look a certain way, and so they're clearly what I think. Like, you might be the one who's delusional. But like after our whole long discussion, hopefully that the like messiness of labeling is like the main, I think, an important thing to take away from this. Croqueta, it's not your choice how a person lives. Honestly, I agree with that, Yampan, very, very much. But yeah, like you certainly don't need to agree with us today, Croqueta, because I know that like it's not fair to assume that like, you know, any of us are going to like completely change our attitudes today. So you don't need to like, you know, agree with all of us today. But one thing that I do hope that we can all agree on today is that like biologically there is something more than just two options. Like there is a lot of other options, and so like it's messy, and whether or not we decide to have extra words for that is up to us as a society. And that the decisions of whether to like adhere to new labels or strict to old labels is not really a biological choice of ours. Like whether or not only two genders exist or two sexes exist is not a biological choice. It's basically just our own decision. It's messy. Yeah, it's Lionel Messi. It's basically just our own preference at that point. Like arguing about biology is not actually accurate. It's more just like it's sort of a prescriptivist argument, which prescriptivism means like we are saying the world is a certain way because we want it to be that way. Not because it is that way, but because we think it should be that way. That's prescriptivism. Prescriptivism isn't usually very, very helpful. But like most arguments about biology and gender labeling, like what we should call people or what exists, is very prescriptivist. It's very like, I think the world should work this way, or I think that we should only consider these things to be legitimate. That's basically just our own preferences. It doesn't match up with like science or biology or things like that. That's one thing that I think that hopefully like as we all like, you know, leave like today, that that like we can at least agree on that labels, how we decide to label things is basically just our own things, and that it doesn't always fit the biology of stuff. Biology is much grayer, a gradient than just black and white. Besides that, like we don't need to agree on everything. I do hope that everyone listening, no matter who you are, does read up on more stuff like this. I do think it's important to like read other people's thoughts about this, to hear other people's thoughts, to read about like, you know, scientific discoveries or biological discoveries, read papers and opinions and arguments that people have, because just hearing about so much more of it is so helpful. It's so useful, and it's so interesting it's so fascinating to hear about like everyone's different experiences and all the crazy medical stories and crazy scientific stories and discoveries and stuff. I love it a whole lot. It's changed my attitude as an adult from what it used to be. All right, that was a good discussion. That lasted for a while. Let's see, 3:30. I probably, because of all the stuff going around today, I probably won't get through the next dungeon today. I had planned to get through the dungeon today, but I think we will have to get to the dungeon and then just save and pause there, because I will need to stop at like in like half an hour anyway. And so I don't know if half an hour is enough to get through the next dungeon. I don't really want to rush it anyway. So we'll probably we'll talk to our Zombros here. We'll see what they have to say. And then when it gets us to the next dungeon, like we will just kind of like stop there for the day. Say Zombros, what's going on? Wait, what voices did I use for them? Look who's back. I think it was something like that. Wasn't sure you'd keep your end of the deal. Whatever, here's your lousy drink. A latte? That's a chick's drink. Speaking of stereotypes. Speaking, like right on cue with the fucking stereotypes in the game. It's as if they were listening to us. Well, you remembered Poe's egg anyway, so at least he'll shut his gab. It smells wonderful. You can't tell where the foam ends and the scrambled eggs begin. That's disgusting. Ah. So anyways, here's the ticket to getting into the Hypno Baron's joint. I'm basically making him, he's like Stone Cold Steve Austin. You got the plastic explosive. Oh boy, it's a blob. What am I supposed to do? Sculpt my way in? It ain't clay. That's enough. Wait, is it Stone Cold Steve Austin or my thing, or is it? Fuck. But either way, I don't think it's Steve Austin that I'm thinking of. He's basically becoming a wrestler. That's enough of plastic explosive to blow that door into next week. All you need now is a detonator. Oh, another Item Fest quest? I don't even know what that is. Just stick this wad to the Baron's door. Hit it with an electrical spark and stand back for the fireworks. Now I got the electricity. How you doing, Cup? I'm doing pretty dang good, Yampan. How you doing? This had better work. I'm doing pretty damn good. I played Inside the other day, and I fucking loved it so much. Like the whole first like main part of the game was, you know, decent like puzzle platforming. Like it was pretty enjoyable. But then like the last part of gameplay, like the very famous or infamous last part of the game, I loved so much. No spoilers in case anyone has played. I know it's like 7 years old, but like I somehow went unspoiled for it, and I had so much fun. That like it was such a like a creepy shift. And I'm doing all right, but the next few days off, so I'm gearing up to relax a bit. That's great. Oh, Yasamina Sai, like congratulations on being able to take a break. Yeah, Inside is amazing. I really like eldritch horror type of games. Hold on, wait a second. Where's the Hypno Baron's? Where is the Hypno Baron? We went as far as we could in this direction. I actually don't know where the Hypno Baron is. It's got to be like underneath the lake, right? But like, how do we get there? We'll warp back to town and we'll save. Since there's a warp point here, we can get back to there. I love eldritch horror. I love like weird monsters with like too many body parts and stuff. The Red Skull in the map. Oh, I had forgotten I had passed that. I feel silly. Yeah, I passed the dungeon while talking. Okay, next, we need to blow up that entrance next time. Though there's a save point right there. Okay, there's a save point right there. Let's just go back to the save point. And so things with like too many limbs or too many body parts, you know, things were like this creepy water monsters and stuff. Like I always love that sort of aesthetic and those sorts of creatures. I sort of embrace how a little goofy and weird the cup Goodle design is as well, having like a hand in the cup. And so like the end of Inside having like, you know, taking that sort of shift was such a pleasant surprise. I was so excited. I was like squeaking and squealing on stream, but like, I get to play this thing. It's so much fun. And I kind of fanboyed out a little bit at the end of it. It was such a neat shift and change. So Inside changed from like for me in my mind like a decent game to instantly like one of my favorite games ever, just because of that ending. And so good job, Inside. And so yeah, I got to play that on stream. I don't have any more health potions. Do not die. Do not die. Do not die. Do not die. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Do not die, 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 do not die. Thank goodness, health. Oh my god, that was scary. Holy fuck. Yeah, it's crazy that twist gave me chills. Like, it was supposed to give me chills, but I was just shouting and clapping in excitement a little too much. And so, that was excited. Oh, and I've been trying to work on this, one of my most recent drawing streams was of Magni Desmond of Hololive, of Hollow Stars, and I animated him juggling a bunch of flasks, and I've been trying to finish that. It's taken me longer than I thought. I mean, it's a 14 frame animation, so it's not nothing. It is work, but I've also been trying to finish that. I'll be very happy when that's done, because I liked his debut and I like the design of stuff. Saw the VOD of it. It's really, thank you. Hopefully I can finish that in the next day or two, because I don't want to take too long with it. And so yeah, I'm cleaning up the lines right now, and we'll hopefully post that in the next day or two. Other than that, like, life's been pretty good. I've kind of enjoyed the rate of my growth, you know? There's the blow it up with C4. Because I'm still a small VTuber, still a small YouTuber. Love the Hollow Star Wars. Very fun people. Yeah, I'm glad that they like get to be part of the. I'm glad that we have an EN. Some of them look nice. Thank you. I'm glad that we get like an EN group of Hollow Stars now, and I'm glad that a lot of them speak Japanese too. That's really good. I've kind of been enjoying the rate of my growth lately, because I'm still a very, very small new YouTuber. I only started 3 months ago, like almost exactly 3 months ago. I don't have too many like followers yet. I'm still like under 100 on both YouTube and Twitter. But like the number, like I have like some of you guys who have been showing up fairly regularly, and a lot of VTuber, like, you know, friends or acquaintances that I've made so far that I can count as like, you know, online friends or online acquaintances. That it feels very nice. It feels like I have like am already sort of forming a nice niche, a nice little like pocket for myself where like there are people that I can cater to or that are excited to watch me, or friends in the VTuber community who you know, I can joke and chat and meme with and show up in their streams and stuff like that. It feels like the small number of people that are like I have formed a crowd with are like more, it's more than that number of people, if that makes sense. It feels like most people would get like, you know, 500 followers but still only interact with a few of them, still only like, you know, have a few regulars who show up, still only have like a few mutuals who, like, you know, they talk to. It feels like I'm already to that point with very, very few followers, with only like, you know, 50 followers on YouTube and like 80 followers on Twitter, that I already have like a good number of people that like I interact with and like regulars and you know, mutuals and stuff like that, that it feels very, very satisfying. It feels very much like there's like it's bigger than we're like a big dog in a small house, like a big dog in a small dog bed. We've ever seen those big dogs that are laying in like their tiny little dog beds? We're like the size of like the bed is only so small, but like we have such a big dog filling it. And like the bed represents like the number of people, but the dog represents like the size of like our love or our friendship or our interaction with each other, or like the comfort or the excitement, where it's like the dog is so much bigger than the bed that it's sleeping in. That might be a weird analogy, but it's kind of how I've been feeling. So I've been very, very happy with streaming lately, and that feels good, because that means that no matter how many people there end up being, like maybe a year from now, if I'm still doing it, maybe I'll only have like 200 people or something after like a year. Maybe there will be some blow up or something, and I'll get like 2,000 people. I have no idea. Maybe I won't have any extra people. But if I'm enjoying it right now, then that's a really good sign that I'm probably going to keep on enjoying it, hopefully. And that feels good, because like starting as a VTuber, becoming a VTuber had been a goal of mine for like a year. Like I had wanted to do it for like a year, and it was tough to start making the model and designing everything and drawing everything and doing the music and stuff. It was really, really tough. Learning how to use Live 2D, that was tough. But and so like just being able to start was basically I had already succeeded, A lot of people count success as like, oh, you've gained this many number of followers, or they count success as, well, for a lot of it, if it's like financial success, it's like I can finally do VTubing or streaming like as a full-time gig because I'm getting enough like donations from it. But for me, honestly, success was just starting. As long as I started, I succeeded, because my whole goal was just to finally start. There had been so many like creative things like music and drawing that like had never really gone anywhere. I'd never really posted anything online or done anything like that like being able to start a VTuber channel was fine. Like now I can finally just do it publicly. Now I can finally just like do some music for other people, do some art for other people, do stuff that people can actually like just let other people see it. That no matter what happened after that, it felt like a success. No matter how big I get or no matter how small I stay, it still felt like a success. And that means that I'll want to keep doing it. Like as long as every day that I keep streaming, I succeed. Like think about that. Think about how cool that attitude is. Think about how cool that feeling is. Every single day that I keep streaming is a success. Like is another success, because I haven't stopped. The only way to like not succeed at this is to stop. And as long as I keep on doing it, I've succeeded, because I've gotten everything that I wanted. I'm able to just do stuff that I enjoy, that I love publicly. I'm happy to hear your feelings are good about it. Yeah. I'm happy too, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna feel that way. Like when I started, there were like a few days or like a week or two that I'd like, just starting out, and like, growth is slow, and like I'm not getting a lot of regulars or followers, like, and you're just like, dang, maybe, because you start to question, maybe I'm not cool, maybe I'm not good, maybe people don't like me. And I had to just like, there was a week or two where I was feeling that. I was like, no, I'm cool. No, I am cool. No, I am good. People will see. Just keep on doing it. Don't worry. And even if they don't, like, you'll know you're cool. And I'm like, thanks, me. But like, just being able to get through that and just keep going is like just a feeling of success. And so I hope that I keep doing this for a long time. I hope that I keep doing this for like at least a year, if not like more than that, if not more. And so yeah, just been thinking a lot about that lately, about how happy I am where I'm at, and that if things didn't change from here, I think I would still be okay. I think I would still be happy. I think if this was like literally never got any more followers than this, never got any more subscribers than this, but I just kept on streaming, was just shadow banned to hell and never appeared on YouTube except on people who are already following, I think I'd be okay with that. Like I think that would be fine to me, just because it's been so fun. So on that very, very positive note, thank you all for coming in. Thank you, Gambare. Thank you very much. Gambare yo. Thank you very much to everyone who stopped by. I didn't actually get to the third dungeon today, which is kind of funny because that means that my tweet about it and stuff is completely inaccurate. But we will be starting with the third dungeon next time on Thursday. Around this same time. It's about 40 minutes before now is when we're going to be starting on Thursday. And I'll be able to do it for a couple of hours that day. So we'll be able to get all the way through the third dungeon and maybe to whatever thing is beyond there. So thank you, Yampan. Thank you, Zombie Harry. Thank you, Noob. Thank you, Coquetta, for showing up. I'm glad to see all of you guys. And to anyone who did not comment and has been watching, thank you all very, very much. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you're watching on the VOD, I hope you enjoy it as well. I'm going to be having a Japanese practice stream tonight at like 2 a.m. Pacific time, which is probably going to be evening times, afternoon, evening times in whatever countries you guys are in, unless you're in Latin America, in which case it's also going to be way in the morning for you, probably similar. And then the next stream will be Shantae again on Thursday. I'm not doing too many late night streams this week. I'm not doing too many I'm not doing any drawing streams this week because I just want to finish up that Magni Desmond animation at home. I'm not going to be streaming it. And so no like late night stuff, but I am going to be doing the same like afternoon, evening stuff that I've been doing before. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all later. Mwah. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. See everyone again on Thursday if you decide to show up or whenever you decide to show up again. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.